Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Huffman Racing Radio.
You even get a warning that we were going to start.
I'm your host, Landon Huffman. Per normal, sitting beside me is Seth Brotherton and RJ Williams. How we doing, fellas?
It's kind of cold in here.
Another day in
Kinda
paradise.
It's a little chilly. Well, it is getting cooler
It's
outside,
fall time.
Seth. It is fall. We're like
Leaves are starting to change.
you like to say, it is hunting season. Is this hunting weather?
Should be. A little colder.
Episode 27. We've made it to 27. We're 3 away from 30.
Ooh.
I'm only 3 months away from 30.
Oh, wow.
God,
I
y'all
forgot.
are old.
2.5.
RJ, you're like 50.
Or is it
Closer to
falling out
50?
even worse?
Not far off.
Closer to 50 than
30.
25. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 37.
No, so he's not closer to 50 than 30.
Closer to 50 than 15.
How excited are you for your when you turn 40? Don't you get a finger up your butt? or is that 35?
I don't know. Well, I sure didn't get one at 35.
Oh,
so
okay, so it's coming then.
it might be 40.
Oh, we had an off weekend this past weekend. Everybody did.
They're
Everybody.
nice, aren't they?
Nah, I don't know.
Don't
man.
you bullshit
I enjoyed
me.
an off weekend, but it was rough for me.
Why? Drink too much? Didn't win no money because you ain't said shit about it.
No, I lost money. I drank a lot, and I had to drive a lot. But I still had fun. I had a lot of fun. I can't say I didn't. I tried to get RJ to come over on Sunday and enjoy some food, or no, Saturday.
Saturday. When y'all got back.
Yeah, but he had already ate an entire
The
pizza.
whole pizza.
So naturally,
Where from?
he had another excuse.
Walmart.
Mm.
Thin
Hey,
crust.
The deli?
No.
Oh, God, I got two
frozen.
pizzas from the deli, the thin bread, the small ones.
Yeah, what flavor?
It was the multi-meat, a lot of meat.
Oh.
They were good. I did those. I cooked wings on Saturday.
From Walmart?
I got wings from Walmart.
The flatbreads, were they from Walmart?
Yes, they were.
Pepperoni's good. And the
Yes.
barbecue chicken's good.
I
And
tried
the
the
buffalo
pepperoni.
chicken's good.
Yeah, it was those. Or the one I got was pepperoni and
Those.
pepperoni and the mozzarella. It had like
I
the big
just
mozzarella.
manipulated his mind, RJ.
Mhm.
He has no idea what he ate,
Easy
but he
to
just
do.
agreed with what I rambled off.
It was pepperoni, mozzarella. Either way, I made some sweet chili wings, and then I made garlic buffalo wings, and they were good.
Mm.
And my wife said they were good, and she was proud of me. So that was pretty good weekend, you know?
Is that the first time she's ever told you she was proud?
No, just the first time cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah, first time cooking.
I can believe that.
So I felt pretty good, you know? And
Well, you
the
know,
food was good.
you know when else she tells them she's proud of them
When's that?
when y'all get done.
I doubt that.
Okay. She's usually not very proud after that. Oh, hey.
What was that, Landon?
Yeah. You know, you can't win them all.
You did better last time.
Sugarlands has a new drink that we tried not too long ago. I don't think we've talked about
Is
that on
that
the
the blue-
podcast yet.
The blueberry one.
Blue Raz.
Blue raspberry.
Why don't you go get that? Shit?
I'm out of that. I drank it all. But if you mix 3/4 of a glass with the new Sugarlands Blue Raspberry, it's like sour blue raspberry, but that thing is not sour. You mix about 3/4 a glass, put your big old whiskey ice cube in there, and then the last quarter, lemonade.
You mix everything with lemon.
I don't care. Blueberry lemonade, I'm telling you, it's phenomenal.
I'd have to
It
say
tastes
sounds
like
pretty
an
damn good.
ice pop on steroids with a lot of alcohol. And you can't really taste the alcohol, and it'll wear you out in a heartbeat. One of those for RJ would probably put him
Yeah.
on the ground outside.
I'd be puking fried pickles again.
I do have something to tell everybody, though. It's a pretty big announcement.
Okay.
I'm not drinking beer for a month.
Oh?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
I'm going to commit to it. I'm not drinking beer for a month.
Fine by me.
Going to try to lose some weight for the new fitness initiative at Huffman Racing.
What?
Yeah, we have a new fitness initiative, RJ.
We have to start working out.
You need to log your workouts for me. We're going to have to, it's going to
Unless
be
you don't want to participate in our future, then I guess you don't have to. But
Well, I mean, I'll ask the question off the air. If that counts.
okay, well, you have to log your workouts.
Okay. Every
Yeah.
night.
oh man,
Get
we
old
forgot
workout.
his dumbbells. We were gonna make you sit here and curl dumbbells the whole
During the
time.
podcast,
During
yeah.
the podcast, the whole time we recorded.
300 reps. That's what you're going to have to get in. his biceps would be cramping.
If I got a cigarette hanging in my mouth, I might be able to make it.
We can't smoke in here. You're allowed 1 cigarette per workout.
Okay.
Yeah, not a left-handed cigarette.
So I'm gonna. Damn. I'm gonna have to get me like a Virginia Slim 120. The big old long ones.
Those are extra long.
Yep.
Do they smoke as good?
They're tiny though, so they're like they're women's cigarettes.
Oh,
Like a Misty.
Yes, just like a Misty.
well, I am gonna see how long that lasts. I mean, I think I should. One exception if we win.
Would you like to go to Pockets for dinner Thursday? No.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
That's how you be strong. You just straight up say no. Don't
Yeah,
even think
but
about it. Just
He
say
thought
no.
about it though.
If we win Saturday, if I win the car show race Saturday, I am drinking beer. I'm just telling everybody that I will break
yeah,
my.
Why said it? Wait until after Tri-County.
Well,
then
listen,
said it.
it's only fair if I'm going to commit to this. But if I win or we win at any point in time over that month, I'm allowed to drink beer that night.
So
Is that fair?
So there's
One
asterisks
stipulation.
to the situation.
So I'm not drinking beer. We'll see how it goes. Going to try to cut some weight.
No liquor either, right? Or just beer.
I'm contemplating on the liquor. I think that I can drink the liquor and it not be as big of a deal, but I haven't decided yet. What do you think?
I think you should do a month sober.
There's no way I can do
Stone
that.
cold sober.
I can't. Well, I could do that, but I don't know if I want to do that. Not in this time of the year. Football. I don't know. I just don't know if I can do that.
I watched a little bit of that Panthers game. God, I don't know much about damn football, but they suck. They suck.
What part of the game did you watch? Because they scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. And
Yeah,
were up 14.
it was after that, and then they went all downhill after that.
They did do that.
I came in when they had to score 14-0, and then the other team, I think it was Miami, they scored, and it just fucking stomped all over them the rest of the damn game.
Okay, bro. You
Well.
becoming a bro? Look at
Bro.
you studying up on your football.
I still don't know what the hell is going on until it's done.
Shoot the
I
football.
don't know what they're doing.
They shoot the football into the hoop and then grab the puck.
I know one guy got in trouble for taking the guy's camera or something.
Tyreek Hill,
Yep.
yeah. All right, well, welcome to Huffman Racing Radio. We've got an interesting episode for you here. It's going to be a whole lot of randomness, especially since we didn't race this past weekend, but appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. As mentioned, I did go to the casino this past weekend.
What else did you go to?
It did not end well for me. I lost a number that I'm not going to put out to the public. A monetary amount that I lost.
Not really about the public, RJ.
No.
They just don't want us to know.
That's exactly what it is, because it came out of the Huffman Racing funds.
It did not come out of the Huffman Racing funds. It was a personal investment, and it was a personal loss.
Yeah.
My wife got $50 in free play, and she won $100 off of that $50.
Well, when your wife gets here, I'm going to ask her.
Well, she offset some of that, some of my.
No, she didn't.
Losses.
That was her money.
Well, what's hers is ours, mine,
okay.
and what's mine is hers, and what's ours is ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if she wants to drive the race car.
Well, see, that just wouldn't be a wise investment.
The hell it wouldn't. The woman can win.
What's yours is hers.
Well, that's
So she
technically
has every right to.
that's technically owned by the company, not me personally.
But
She married the owner of the company.
yeah, so
we're
I
talking
promise
about
you,
stuff that's
if you were to get divorced,
she'd take half of it.
she would have half of Huffman
okay.
Racing.
Well, we're talking about. Well, I don't plan on getting a divorce, and 2, we're talking about
Please
in
don't
theory
break up.
reasonable or attainable goals here.
I just like to hit you with technicalities so I can hear you backpedal.
Okay. Well,
Seth is in a mood today.
I'm not.
there is one thing. Have you ever been to a casino, RJ?
No, I have not.
You've never been to a
I've never
casino?
been to
Are
a
you
casino.
kidding
I've never
me?
been to one either.
What?
Never been to one.
You guys have never been.
I'm poor, so
Okay, but you can still go to a casino, and you don't have to.
I'm gonna go with Uncle Bobby. He knows how to go to a casino.
No, you don't want to go with Uncle Bobby, because I went with Uncle Bobby this weekend, and I come out losing more money than I've ever lost going to a casino.
I ain't going to.
Horrible.
I ain't going for the money.
Horrible casino partner, because he always makes you think you can get it back.
Because that's what he's thinking.
Like, I have never. Usually, I've had very decent success at a casino. I won a lot of money in Vegas. Anyways, you don't have to spend a lot of money to go to the casino. You can go there. There's a nice bar. They've got music.
It's more than just gambling.
You could even take.
I don't have to buy $20 scratch offs. I could buy $1 scratch offs.
Honestly,
but I don't think I'm going to win as much on the $1, so I buy 20.
Yeah, Seth. But all the money you've lost on scratchers, if you would just take that money and go to casino, you've got a lot better chance of winning than you do on those stupid ass scratchers.
If I didn't gamble it at all, I would have a lot better chance of having more money than I do now.
You can go to the roulette table and have a 50-50 shot at doubling your money anytime you sit down. Those scratchers, I hate to tell you, but when you put a 20 in, you got about a 25% chance of even getting your money back.
Probably not even that.
It's probably 15, lower.
10.
So
it
clearly
sure
we
makes
can see
me
how
feel good when I make money.
So clearly we can see how well Seth's done in the scratchers. I do have, since you guys have never been to a casino, I guess it's harder for you guys to relate to this. I was hoping you'd have some input.
Nope.
But there's no free drinks in Cherokee. So typically when you go to a casino, let's say in Vegas, for instance, but I've also been to a casino in Dover, Delaware, and some other places when we've been racing, and we went and gambled a little bit. Most of the time when you go to a casino, if you're sitting down playing a game, so in Vegas, if I was at the roulette table, they would bring free drinks around.
They're going to feed you drinks.
They're going to feed you liquor so you continue to gamble, but that's part of a perk of spending the money.
Correct, but when you think about up in Cherokee, it's on an Indian reservation, and the reservation owns the casino. So, it's I see what you're saying, but then again, they're into helping the reservation.
Well, I'm sitting down at a roulette table. I could give a shit less about that because I'm sitting at a roulette table and I'm $100. I've already lost $100, and she comes around and asks if I'd like a beer or a liquor drink. Yes, ma'am. I would love a Mick Ultra. Okay, she goes and gets me one.
$15.
I lose another $50. Waiting on my beer to come back because it took a while, so I continued to gamble, waiting on my beer because I didn't want to just sit there and everybody look at me because I wasn't playing. Because there's other people at the roulette table. Well, you just don't sit at the roulette table and not play unless you take like one round off or whatever. But it literally took her like 20 minutes to bring my beer back, which is also not typical for a casino. It's usually really fast.
Yeah, because they want that shit in you.
She brings my beer back. That'll be $11.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. So I lost money, and I paid her, and I gave her a tip because she went and got it. But then I found out my Uncle Bobby, he's a Diamond member, and he gets like 70% off drinks. So we drank for cheap the rest of the night. So Friday night, I was pretty torqued. But yeah, that was a complaint I had. I'm really surprised that they don't have free drinks there because in Vegas, you could get free anything you wanted. Liquor drink, margarita, Jack and Coke,
I just feel like
beer.
There's two different... Just two totally different things.
You would think that, but the casino in Cherokee is actually very, very nice. It is very comparable to a Vegas casino. Like when you walk in, what you see in Cherokee is very, very close to what you would see in, now a little bit smaller scale, but
is it a Harrah's?
It's a Harrah's, yeah. So there's a Harrah's in Vegas. And
I wonder how they is that like a franchise kind of deal?
But the reason they can open it on the casino or on the
reservation,
right?
It's a
reservation. Indian reservation. But well, I had a topic to ask you guys what your favorite game. Do you guys know how to play blackjack?
No.
Yeah.
You know how to play? How do you know how to play if you've never been to a casino?
Well, I think it's about the same, right?
Yeah.
What?
Where you try to hit 21 or something?
Yeah,
that is the object of the game, but there is a strategy. There's a strategy to...
Been waiting for you to invite me to do that forever.
There is a strategy
Seth is in a mood today.
To be played. He is in a mood, by the way. Seth has been a little chirpy whiner butt today.
Yep.
I mean, you said we were recording at 3, and at 3:30 we were still sitting on the couch.
You had your nose in your phone anyway. It didn't matter.
Y'all wanted to bother me. Just leave me be.
He's in a mood.
Well, Seth shot a deer this weekend.
I did.
Yeah, clap for Seth, everybody.
15-pointer.
Woo!
Now, how many was it? 11?
15-pointer. Holy shit.
That's kind of unrealistic.
What, 15?
Yeah.
How's that unrealistic? You got 11. You're only 4 off.
11's pretty big, RJ.
Yeah.
Is it?
You don't see many of those.
So when we going to get some meat? You going to get us some beef jerky?
Yeah.
Why?
Are you supplying beef jerky?
I didn't have him make jerky with this one.
Okay.
What do you have him make? Steaks? You want to cook some deer steak, Seth?
Sliced tenderloin. 10 pounds of breakfast sausage and burger the rest.
How much does it cost to get your your deer cut up?
That one's like $90.
That's not bad.
It's only $90 to get it cut up, but you had to do all the cleaning.
Yeah, you gotta skin it and quarter it up.
Ugh.
Well, it depends on where you take it. Different processors do different things. Like some people, you can shoot it, put it in the back of the truck, drop it on their doorstep, and they'll do everything else. But I mean, you're gonna pay for it.
So did y'all clean it at the land?
Sir.
Then what do you do with all the shit? Throw it in the woods?
Guts?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got a 55-gallon plastic barrel that I cut down the middle, like tall ways.
Mm-hmm.
And we just hauled it over and dumped it off for the coyotes and bobcats.
Okay, I was going to ask if animals came and got into it. So wait, hold on. Why are you feeding the coyotes?
Yeah, don't you want to keep them off the property?
Well, yeah, but you can't keep them off. I mean,
Well, can feed them.
well, I'll haul the guts back and put them on your doorstep.
Oh, well, please don't.
Okay, then.
He's in a mood today.
By the way, Seth vlogged for the first time this past weekend, so just call him Content Seth.
Yes.
'Cause
Content.
Yeah.
Seth Content Brotherton, otherwise known as Who's Your Daddy. So if you go to the Huffman Racing YouTube channel, we did a Who's Your Daddy Hunts Volume 1, and Seth didn't do a bad job recording. He only recorded like 1 5-second clip of the actual deer that he shot. So next time he shoots one, it's possible that we could get more content of the actual deer and that process.
Can we get you, pulling the guts out?
No, we don't. I wouldn't put that on there,
No?
RJ.
That's,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But anyways, if you guys are interested in that, go watch it. Let us know in the comments on that video how Seth done. And
so, kind of what RJ's talking about. If somebody goes on YouTube to watch deer hunting, they don't care because they know what they're getting. But this is a Huffman channel, racing channel.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's our
I don't
channel.
know that all of Landon's followers want to get on there and see me ripping the gut, which I don't gut them anyway.
you don't gut them?
No.
So who guts them?
Nobody. There's no reason to gut it when you're skinning it right then. Some people get the sweet meat out, but I ain't. Yeah, it's a piece of meat about 8 inches long. It ain't even worth it.
Why is it considered a sweet meat?
I don't know why they call it that. I mean, it's tender, and I mean, I've ate it before and it wasn't bad, but I ain't
That's what she
really
said.
much on eating it. It gets in there with the guts.
Well, I'm
And
proud.
criticize me. Everybody criticize me because I don't get every ounce of meat scrap off the bones, but
I'm proud of you, Seth. I'm very proud of you that you finally shot a deer. You know, it's
The hunting
been
culture's
you literally make it
tough.
sound like I've never killed a deer in my life.
well. To be honest with you, in the last 2 years, I've only seen you kill one deer.
It's 'cause
Now
I've,
two.
I've
Now two.
matured as a deer hunter.
Oh yeah, I would say based
I'm
off of
not-
your big trophy
has
kill
more
from
laps
last
now.
year.
I'm not one of those if it's brown it's down guys. you
Well,
know?
based off the trophy kill from last year, RJ, he's really matured.
that is because there was about 3 days left of the season and I hadn't killed anything. I was not going out with a 0.
Well,
I did that
I mean-
once in my life and I hated it.
The baby was my favorite one.
That's what I'm referring to,
Was
RJ.
that last year?
Yeah.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
I thought that was like a few years ago.
Because I hunted my ass off all year and never saw anything to shoot. And that one, it walked toward me when it should have walked away.
So with Seth vlogging his hunting efforts, RJ, are you gonna vlog your Friday nights in?
Yeah. OnlyFans.
Friday nights on the couch?
Yeah. OnlyFans.
I hope not.
Please don't start an OnlyFans. If you do and it becomes successful, that is the only way that I will approve, is if it is raking in the dollars.
Well, you ain't getting not a one of them.
Okay, I'm not asking for a percentage here as an agent. Trust me, you don't have to worry about that. Back by popular demand, and then by popular demand, I mean there's been 4 or 5 of y'all asked for it.
That's
Just
popular
enough
for
to
us.
make Landon,
Yeah.
for Landon to make me do it.
We've got another edition of Poetry from the Tire Shed with Seth Brotherton coming at you right now.
Poetry from the Tire Shed with Seth Brotherton.
You'll really like this one. I wrote a poem because Landon told me to. It's almost Halloween, so boo. Poetry.
Oh. I thought that was it.
I did think about stopping it there. Poetry's hard, just like being RJ's friend. My mind's blank, so we're near the end. The weather's changed, it's getting much cooler. You know what goes great in a cooler?
Beer.
Busch Light. I love Busch Light. I like to drink it and party all night. I'll sing, I'll sway, and I'll dance. I'll get so limber my feet start to prance. If you've never seen it, well, ain't that a shame? If I do something stupid, Busch Light's to blame. Today is Tuesday. That's not a fable. So here we sit at the podcast table. The end.
I'm Dasher, I'm Dancer, I'm Prancer and Vixen.
I'm Common, I'm Cupid.
I'm Donner and Vixen.
I'm an easy friend to have.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll take a vote.
That is another edition of Poetry from the Tire Shed with Seth Brotherton. I don't know when you'll hear another one. We're due a RJ smoke break, so maybe next week we'll bring that back.
I'm sure something's going to happen for me to bitch about.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't really you've been on less of a bitching tangent the last couple weeks.
I try to keep it down.
But we do race in 2 weeks, so.
Well, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to see something.
You'll have something there. Maybe not for next week's episode, but the one after that. Alrighty, it's that time of the week again.
Did I send you that video, that D&Q go-kart wreck video?
No.
I didn't send it. Okay, never mind.
You have to show me after the show, since you failed to show me before the show, and then we can talk about it.
I know I sent it to Dad. Maybe I didn't send it to you.
Oh, let's.
No, I did. I sent it in the dual crayons. You just didn't watch it.
What happened? Was it a big wreck?
Dude just like jerked her left and then jerked her hard.
Oh, I did see that. He
Watch it,
intent wrecked him. Yeah, and then he flipped.
And they suspended him and fined him.
Yeah.
Banged.
I was going to ask what you thought about that.
That was a hellacious wreck. I mean,
terrible, wasn't it?
Clearly intentional.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
boy, if you're taking it that damn serious, sell your shit.
That is true.
People do anything for a 12-pack of Busch Light.
All right, RJ, it's your favorite time of the episode.
Oh.
It's time to review the review.
Well, I was hoping we could talk about Rob's, that little clip you found on Twitter of your papa.
Okay, we'll talk about that before we jump into the final segment.
Yeah.
So, what RJ's referring to, if you go to my Twitter, you can see I quote tweeted it. It's a video from a 2004 truck race at Texas, and I quote tweeted it with Big Rob with the hands.
Yeah, with the hands.
Yep. So if you go watch it, my dad and David Rudeman, and I can't remember who the third truck was.
Me neither.
They were racing up front. It was like in the top 5. At the start of the race, like literally 15 laps into the race.
I didn't know it was that early in the race either.
Yeah, and Dad, for whatever reason,
he had a hell of a run.
He got a run off 2 and got a big old honking penis move to the bottom, 3 wide down into 3, and drove it all the way down into the corner on the apron, basically.
Damn near.
And then Rudeman laid on his door, and Dad got sideways, drove it down across the apron, trying to save it, and straight down pit road.
Yeah, went right down pit road. You ask him about that?
I showed it to him.
What'd he say?
He said, yeah, a little overzealous there.
I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know why you're trying to rush through this. You didn't even talk about the valve cover races.
Yes!
Oh,
the valve cover races.
Great point.
Yes.
Sorry, everybody. Yes.
If you didn't keep up with his Twitter, he did a whole thread on it.
Yeah, I did a whole thread about this past
fun.
weekend. I can't believe I forgot about that. Thank you, Seth, for bringing that back up. So this past weekend, like I said, we were in Cherokee, went to the casino. We were also there for a car show with my dad's company, Dave's Truck Parts, and the world-famous Valve Cover Nationals were in town.
Which I've only heard of now.
Yep. I just heard of it not too long ago as well. J.V. Huffman, our great driver, leader, and organizer, engineer here at Huffman Racing. My grandpa, he's 80 years old. He has been working for the last 3 months on a valve cover fleet. It's basically like Pinewood Derby, if you guys remember that, from Boy Scouts, or I think Boy Scouts is who did Pinewood Derby, ain't it?
Church groups.
Church groups, stuff like that, where you have a car you build and it runs down a wood track, and you race each other. It's 2 lanes.
But these are valve covers, literal valve covers.
So people made essentially Pinewood Derby cars out of valve covers, and a lot of different shapes and sizes.
Was it a requirement to make your own wheels?
No, you could purchase. I mean, you could do whatever. Like some people use rollerblade wheels. There was a lot of different. So there was a bunch of ingenuity. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there was some rules. Well, there was some rules that you had a weight rule, and there's some different things. You had to have 4 wheels, stuff like that. But my grandpa built 3 cars. 4 technically. He built wheels and stuff for my dad's car, but Dad assembled it himself.
Did he?
Yeah. And they went up there. There was a cash prize. It's like, I think, $300 to the winner, $200 for second, $100 for third. And Grandpa's been working hard at this for about the last 3 months, preparing, and he went out in the first round.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, I think he kind of got shafted a little bit.
Why?
Because the car that beat him, I'm not so sure it was legal.
Oh, so why didn't we protest?
Well, I said something to him about protesting, and he said, "Oh, it's all for fun." He said, "But that shit was in the rule book." So the car that beat him had a tongue on it, like a Lightning McQueen tongue. You know the clip from Cars whenever Lightning stuck his tongue out and beat the other car? So Grandpa's valve cover actually beat the other car's valve cover, but it had a tongue. The tongue beat him.
Then they need to mandate a length.
So it should have had a review, yeah.
Yeah.
But Mama Huff was piloting the Dave's Truck Parts Robert Huffman engineered machine, and she finished third. And my uncle, Kelly, was piloting the other J.V. Huffman prepared machine. He finished second, runner-up, and it was close tie. So we put 2 in the money.
I'm sure
JV was
happier than pig and shit.
Yeah, yesterday he was already in the shop, had them tore apart, going over what went wrong.
Getting ready for the next one.
Yeah, he was debriefing, going over the one.
Put him back on jack stands.
Yep, getting ready for the spring race. So that was fun. They actually had a lot of people come out. It was like 20-some cars that were entered, and
pretty good showing.
430 overall entries into the car show.
Oh, in the car show.
Yeah, in the car show. But there was, I think, 28 adult valve covers that were entered. It was a lot of fun. It was cool. Grandpa had a lot of fun with it. It was neat to see him get excited over all that stuff. And he even built a trailer that he carried them in.
Did he really?
Yeah, and then it was funny. The first day, it's funnier when you hear him talk about this too, but he built a track in his shop down here that was supposed to be to spec based off the track last year. Well, he shows up that first day to practice on Friday, and the track is not to spec as to what he built. So he's giving the damn organization hell over it. This ain't the track that y'all had on the website and all this shit, and he's giving them up one side, down the other. Then they run practice runs. Well, they had a gap in the track the way they built it, so Grandpa's trying to help him work on the track, asking if he can help work on it. Well, a guy pushed his valve cover down the track, and his wheel caught the gap, and it ripped the damn axle out of it and bent it. So Grandpa helped him fix his axle and shit there at the show.
I told him this damn track was wrong.
Then he fixed the track.
Yeah, he fixed the track.
So, yeah,
that's just JV in a nutshell.
He was quite the team player. I'll give him that. It was neat. There was a lot of cool cars. A lot of people put a lot of effort into it. Now we're to the point in the show, which is RJ's favorite, and that is time to review the reviews. And you guys have got your reviews in. Thank you very much.
What are we up to now?
We are up to 122.
Okay, so we got like 3.
We got a couple more in. Yep. This one is my favorite. It says it's 5-star rating.
Yes, 5 stars.
5 stars. It says, I have known Landon my entire life, and I've known Seth since the 6th grade, and RJ is cool too. That's the review.
Oh, thanks.
What's the name?
It's Coley Self.
Coley used to be an employee of Huffman Racing.
He did. He was
after Rob threw a wrench at him, he quit.
Until he left, didn't nothing bolt the damn exhaust.
Yeah,
came out there qualifying.
Coley was a valid and strong employee for Huffman Racing for about 3-4. No, it was a whole year. But he forgot to nut and bolt the exhaust one time, and it flew out of the car. And my dad chucked a 5/8 wrench at him and told us to load the car up, and then Coley quit.
No, it was. I remember this like it was yesterday. You went out, damn thing came out. It was hanging out of the damn car.
Yep.
Come down pit road, and he looks at us. He says, "Boys, this is why you damn nut and bolt. Load the son of a bitch up."
And chucked a wrench.
And threw the wrench. And
honestly, if we would have loaded up every time Rob said we were loading up and going home,
we'd never win any races.
We'd have half the starts that we have.
Especially at Hickory. I mean, that's only happened at Hickory. He was ready for me to load up that time I put 6 quarts too much oil in it, though.
At Greenville.
Yeah, he was ready for us to load up there. God. All right, so here's another 5-star review.
Thanks for that one, Coley. 5 stars.
Yep, thank you, Coley. This one's from Mike Bitts. And he says, hey, guys, I wash houses for a living, and while I work, I listen to podcasts all day. I'm always happy to see a new episode uploaded. I love your sense of humor, as well as hearing how a hard-nosed racer that isn't riding on a mountain of money does it. And Seth, I'm seriously impressed with the poems. I bet he loved today's. I don't really know what.
It was a nice switch up.
This is my best part. I don't really know what to say about RJ, but he keeps it interesting.
You ain't the only one.
Not many people know.
Yeah, you ain't the
only
only
one.
RJ.
He's followed the car store on Flow this year to keep up with you, and was standing and yelling in the living room the last time at Martinsville. R.I.P. I've also started following your YouTube channel and enjoy that as well. Thanks for all that you do to put out the content in several forms. Keep up the hard work. Mike from Blairsville, Georgia. Thank you, sir, so much for the 5-star review.
5 stars. 5 stars on yours.
Yep. And the last one we're going to review is from Mr. Ryan Ratzloff. 5-star review.
So he gets an automatic 5 stars.
He says, what's it going to take? What you asking, Ryan? He says, guys, I love the podcast, and we are due for another Seth poem.
Well, you got one.
You got one today. What would it take to get you to the high banks of Slinger? Well, first, I've got to have a car that's legal.
Mm-hmm.
And second, I've got to have somebody to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And third, I've got to make sure it's worth my time to go up there. If those 3 things line up just in perfect form, straight in a line, that paves my path to Slinger Speedway, I'll do it.
They're not a turd.
Yeah, not a piece of crap. It's got to be something I can win with.
Small little track.
Slinger is the really high bank
Small little track.
I guess it's a quarter mile, I think.
Sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a badass track. SRX ran there. Very cool. So,
yes, that's what I'm thinking about.
But thank you guys so much for getting your reviews in. Remember, you can do that on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can leave us a text review on Apple Podcasts, but on Spotify, you can only just leave us a 5-star review and no text. But both of them help us. It pushes our podcast to new people and gets it going. Also, if you are watching on YouTube or if you listen on the audio version only, then you can watch on YouTube at the Huffman Racing YouTube channel. But if you are watching, make sure you drop us a like on this video and subscribe to the channel because we are trying to grow this channel just like my original channel. Do you guys have anything else to add? We got to talk about what we're doing this weekend.
Well, this weekend and the next weekend.
Yeah, we'll talk about next weekend on next week's podcast. This weekend,
what are you guys doing for Christmas?
This weekend, I'll be at Tri-County Motor Speedway for the Cars Tour event, driving the Nelson Motorsports number 22. So make sure you guys come out. Make sure you guys come out and support. The last 2 times we've been to Tri-County, we brought a trophy home. Mm-hmm. So looking for 3 in a row there, mm-hmm. And I feel like we got a good shot at it. Fresh off a 6th place finish at South Boston, and we've still got some momentum in the same car that I won the 30K in. So I'm looking forward to it. I think they've got some type of concert going on with
it looks like a big old shindig.
Yeah, they got like a trackside deal
Mm-hmm.
and a podcast.
Who's the concert?
I don't remember the name of the group, but I think they were a decently well-known group, I believe. Either way, it's a free concert as a part of your ticket to get in.
I like Car Tours doing it right.
Yeah, we've got the GXS wraps, street stock stocks.
They must listen to our podcast and get their ideas from us.
I'm sure they get solely everything they do from us.
Yeah. If they're smart, they would.
The GXS wraps, street stock series is there. I believe it's 50 laps. I think it's big payday, ain't it, RJ?
I think so. I don't know.
I think it was dependent on entries.
Okay. So I think
but bigger with more.
I think possibly 5,000 to win if it was 25 entries,
possibly,
something like that.
I think that sounds right. I think it was 3.
Are you talking about the street stock?
And then it's more than 25, 5,000.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Either way, should be a good show.
I did see that Fred is overseeing the tire barn area. So
I wanted to give him
any of you street stock racers that want to slide on some things, I think
highly advise
Yoo-Hoo and Slim Jim or maybe even a watermelon would
a little bit of a bribe,
get you head turned.
Yeah.
Might
get you an extra tire.
Yeah.
Also, the Pro Lite models for the Cars Tour are there as well. So it'll be a 3-pack of races. So come on out and support. But I believe that's going to do it.
RJ, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm probably going to watch him race.
Yeah, he's going to Tri-County. What are you doing, Seth? Not going to Tri-County. You're in a wedding.
Yeah, Oliver gets married Saturday.
Saturday morning?
Who the hell gets married in the morning?
Some people do, man. I'm just trying to figure out a way you can go to the racetrack.
I'm my best in the morning, so I'd get married in the morning.
Well, it just depends on how hard you're wanting to party.
Yeah. I mean, hours in the day.
It doesn't matter, morning or evening. If you get married in the evening, you drink all day and all night. If you get married in the morning,
you drink all day
and all night. So,
yeah, that's a good point. Actually, that is a very good point. You know, I never thought of it that way. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Huffman Racing Radio. This has been fun. Remember to continue to support what we're doing each and every week here. We're going to try to continue to put out podcasts every single week for you guys, at least through the end of racing season. But until next week, we will see you guys at the racetrack. Thank you guys for listening.
Bye.